Let's keep pointing at each other and complimenting each other when we open up start the stream.
We're in the
Yeah.
Can they see our shoes?
Probably, yes, but yes, we match shoes. Hello! Happy Thursday. We're
I know, it's like, okay, it's almost the end of the week.
it is the end of the week for us, just about.
This is true.
We on Tuesday yesterday. I don't have no concept of what this week has been because we drove back from Montreal, or we were in Montreal for the first half of the week. So I'm confused, right? We drove back on Tuesday, and when it was anyways. It's been a long week for me. Anyway, here we are. We launched the Bounty Hunter yesterday on May 4th. May the 4th.
May the 4th.
Today we have we just didn't have time to do our live stream yesterday, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, we tried to keep a schedule.
We tried to keep a schedule. Also, yeah, I was a little bit. I wasn't ready for
Yeah,
it.
you guys weren't even supposed to be in yesterday.
Yeah.
So,
But we are here now. We have a new color scheme. We have some changes to the design.
David, pray tell, what are the changes to the design?
Well, you can see actually right behind us. This was mistaken as a women's cut because it is on a women's mannequin. But this is the first version. It had an extraneous seam here. I felt like it wasn't absolutely necessary. We also sort of added this separation to the breastplate because it's not on the original. This turned out to be really complicated to match up.
Wait, what? Designer special? Complicated? No.
Matching up these seams across the zipper on like such a steep angle 4 times turned out to be more work than it was worth. Especially, I mean, I don't think it was, like by adding this seam, we basically don't only have to match it up here and at the collar, and it sounds like it should just work with every time, no matter what. But it made it better.
And then what are these in the pocket here?
That's right. We had the original version had a separate set of shoulder armor that would sort of sit on the outside of the shoulder. The beauty of the designer's workshop, and we had this survey where I point out, like, I write up all the different details of the product, and I think these are the like specific individual details of the product. And then if you buy into the designer workshop, you get to sort of answer questions about like what was necessary, what you noticed, what you didn't notice, so that we can sort of figure out what's necessary. Turned out half the people didn't even notice that there were 2 different types of armor, and it was generally agreed that it wasn't. It was. I mean, some people really like the idea, and that's totally fair. But when we're trying to like
Generally agree this.
Grievous. Yes. General Grievous. There was some general agree yeah.
Take 2. All right, anyway.
Yes. I just felt like when we're trying to like minimize it, that's sort of the beauty of the designer workshop.
Okay.
It's like going all out and then sort of figuring out a good way of producing it. That was one of the things that really slowed us down.
Also, by the way, hi. I haven't been on camera yet.
Oh, is that true?
And I've been here 2 months, and I'm the event guy. Hi. So, I'm Brian. I'm the event manager. I was supposed to be on camera a lot more before now, but I've been on the road.
You're basically the face of the company, at least, on the road. Yeah. So now you have a face to the online people.
I'm so sorry.
You've been in a couple of photos too. Brian's been around for a while, on and off. Yeah. With Volante design.
Yes.
Specifically.
So, hello. I've actually probably seen most of you at a show, or you guys have seen me. Actually, I was did the photos for the Mando, I've done the Virgil, and a few other things. So, hi again, and I'll be seeing most of you real soon.
Hopefully. In a positive light.
Yeah, that wasn't meant to be creepy. Sorry.
But like you have known about us for a long time, since like before starting here. Like,
Oh, geez, since before the hacker.
Yeah.
I bought one. I was boothing for you guys when the hacker came in, and I already boothed for you like twice. I think my first coat was actually a Peregrine.
Yeah, but you were in a video before that.
That's true.
Is that how you found out about us, or did you know about us?
No, we knew about you before that, and we want to do a video with your original, the first thing that you did, and we hit him up and we were like, hey, we'd like to do a video featuring some of these awesome sweatshirts, and I think you essentially said, no, too busy, go away. That was basically it, and then
I honestly do not remember that.
it was fast forward like another 3 or 4 years after that, and then we ran into you at, actually I'm pretty sure it was PAX.
Yeah.
We ran into you at my first PAX, and I tried on something, and then I bought it, and then I saw that you guys were going to be at a show, and I said, hey, sure, I was going to be there anyway, I could use a little extra money, and yeah, and somehow I have conned them into letting me actually work here.
When you engendered yourself to us, or endeared yourself to us. Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
That's
yes.
the better word. And it's been great. We've gotten along. It's really fun to have you on board. It's really, I mean, having just done a couple of shows, it's been super great. So, anyway.
Anyway.
So this new color scheme, you saw this when we first, like, you weren't here, but you saw this one. What do you think of the new color scheme?
I really like it. I tend towards more muted colors anyway. So me actually wearing something with red on it, having like the Beast Hunter or even the Hacker with the red. That was like my first attempt at color, and it was like creepy and really scary. But actually, I really like it. But I still tend towards more muted colors.
Yeah. So the gold and red and green of this is a lot.
Yes, but I do like, and I don't know if anybody can, you guys can't really see it, but the blue top stitching in this is actually really cool.
You can scoot up to it.
But yeah, tell me when I'm too close. Is it in? Yeah, right there. So this blue top stitching is actually really neat. I noticed that when we were doing the shoot with Jeremiah, and it like you can't see it obviously from far away, but up close, it really pops and it makes it really cool and unique.
So the blue thread has what? A little forward.
Oh, we getting right
It's getting
there.
forward. Great. So the blue thread actually had like a visual purpose for me, like because he doesn't have blue top stitching on his on the outfit that he wears underneath, but I think the color grading of the show is like very sort of blue tinged with some browns, and I think the steel, like especially the Beskar steel, has like a kind of cold blue sort of tone to it, and I wanted to kind of get that like on the edges, or like so that was kind of where that blue stitching and the sort of blue silver like shoulder armor came from. All right. So it kind of was. I was hoping for that kind of cool tones to match to like contrast with the warm tones of the brown.
Oh, I mean, that's the whole thing is I didn't question it at all. I kind of actually figured that,
Yeah.
but it just, like I said, it looks cool. You can't really see it within the gray, but because you also have it on the sleeves where the brown is, it just really pops.
Yeah.
And it works with the gray. It actually is very reminiscent of some the Android blue on the vests and everything else. So it's a very cool color scheme. So I really like it.
Cool. Oh yeah. Show the boots. Well, I'm glad because I didn't tell you about that, and you pointed out the blue thread as this sort of thing, so it's cool. It works.
See the hood. It looks like.
I think so. For me, I thought it was important. Obviously, there's armor, sort of, and the back like plate. I think is really like a cool shape. But I also we should show off probably that the armor panels are removable. So now you've got nice asymmetrical armor, like a sand trooper. Oh, they have it on the right side. It doesn't matter.
Close enough.
Close enough. But I think it's like without that, especially this color scheme, like really, I don't know, it's super cool. Comes out, it's like sleeker,
Yeah, it actually kind of reminds me a bit of the Tracer, to be honest. Oh yeah, so let's snap that off.
The one thing the Tracer was always missing was the hood. So This is like a tracer. This is wax canvas. It's super durable. This is actually a lighter weight wax canvas than we usually use. Because I wanted it to be more of a light jacket. I like the wall.
Away from the camera.
The tape is wrong.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's
So it's his fault.
yeah, it's his fault. We can always blame it on mine. It's much better. So this is a lighter weight than the tracer, but it's a super cool. Like the material is great. It has this like nice sort of wear to it, even after just putting it on for the first time. Yeah.
No, I really dig it. I was trying to get my friend to buy two. Well, he bought the original, and then, hey, by the way, you got extra money, do it.
So this is obviously a month of Star Wars in general. I'm really excited about Obi-Wan Kenobi. That new trailer that came out yesterday is awesome.
I'm avoiding all trailers. I have avoided all trailers for everything coming out this month. I've avoided trailers for this weekend. I don't want to see anything about Strange. Don't want to know about it until I see it.
I feel like if they did it right, if they did a good multiverse movie, then the trailer will mean nothing anyway. I haven't watched it either, but it shouldn't mean anything. Like when I watched what do you call it? Everything Everywhere All at Once. When I saw the trailer for that, I was like,
Oh, God.
it's kind of like this. And then we saw the movie and it was like, it's not like that.
It is complete bonkers. I actually still need to see that one because I've been on the road for maybe about the last month. So it came out, and I literally, all of my friends were like, this movie's amazing. And shit,
so
it's
good.
amazing. And oh man, I'm such a huge fan, but I haven't had a chance yet.
Yeah.
That, and I have no idea where the theater is in this town because I've only
You
been
haven't
here. I've been in this town for like a month and 2 weeks, and I've been on the road for a month. So
Yeah. You've been here for like a total of like 10 days.
yes,
Yeah.
it's been interesting.
Yeah. It's great. And you should see it. And there is a theater that is playing it. We just checked because we want to go see it again because it's that good.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. What else? Any questions?
So we have a couple of questions. The first question is about sizing with wax canvas. Whether they should size up or stay the same.
Well, that's always a tricky question. If you've seen me at shows, the way I explain it is, how do you like to wear your coats? How do you like to wear your jackets? If you want to get something fitted, then wax canvas is going to relax, but it's not really going to stretch in my experience. So when you first put it on, if you get your right size, you're like, oh, this is too tight. Wear it for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and once the wax sort of loosens up, the whole garment will loosen up.
Yeah.
If you want to layer something on underneath, because I'm about a 39. I have a t-shirt on. I could maybe wear like a light hoodie that I have over at my desk, but I couldn't do much more than that. So it, again, depends. If
It's
you
less
fitted-
forgiving.
Yes, much less forgiving. If you like fitted, get yourself measured or email us with your measurements, and we will tell you what to get.
Yeah. Generally, it's going to be pretty true to size, but it'll feel less true to size, like because it's a little bit stiffer or it's a little bit more like initially it's going to feel less true to size.
Right.
But it's probably the truest to size our things can get in terms of like it doesn't stretch.
Yeah.
It won't change too much. But yeah, that's kind of it's a complicated response.
Yeah, everything has an asterisk on it. So,
It's funny because I feel like, and most of the time when we go to shows, like it's mostly true, where if you fit in one jacket in one size, you're going to fit in all the jackets the same way. But every once in a while I go to a show and I'm like, there's like one person out of like each day where I'm like, this is not true for you. You're a 45 here and you're a 41 here. And
got huge arms and they just don't fit.
yeah. But they fit like in different sizes and different jackets. Most people, if you like the way it fits, that's your size. Yeah.
I have a quick one real quick. Somebody was asking about the jacket on the left. Can you all maybe like run through what the other things on screen are? The ones that you're willing to?
Definitely. We have the
this left.
Yes, this left, far left, which maybe doesn't even show up on that.
There's a charcoal. They said charcoal and black, so I'm assuming that.
Well,
Well, the jacket specifically, but I guess you just want to like mention what the items are there.
Yeah. So we got the hacker, We got the Kage pants and then a Izuken hood. So it's 3 different products on that bag.
Right.
Up here we have the Mark One Bounty Hunter. This thing that I'm wearing. There's some slight differences between the Mark One and the Mark Two. And then over here we've got the Nero jacket, which is also charcoal gray and black. Because those are
very
colors that
new.
we use. Yeah.
And very new.
Is that all we can see? Yeah, that's all we can see. Yeah.
Don't talk about that.
So someone asked, will we see the women's cut version and what kind of differences would be between the men's cut and women's cut?
We have considered a women's cut version. That would have to go through the whole designer workshop to Contender process again from scratch because we were doing the cuts separately. I don't know what changes. I haven't decided, so I haven't put a lot of thought into the actual design and whether or not we would go for the more feminine sort of Mandalorian armor styling, or if we would probably would go for more of the like Bo-Katan and styling. I don't know, but it makes the most sense, I think.
The colors, yeah. I can't comment on anything because I'm just like, I don't get to see all this secret stuff.
He just works here.
I just work here. But I could see the color scheme.
Yeah.
If anything, if you did it, a color scheme change would be really cool.
Yeah, but also just, it's the armor is the sort of female Mando characters have a slightly different shape to the plates and all that stuff. We may not go full. I don't know. I don't no idea. Short answer, long answer. I don't know. Short answer, still don't know.
Everything.
And then someone asked, will the bounty hunters be at future conventions?
Do you know the answer to this?
Yes, they will. As a matter of fact, we will be at Anime Boston at the end of May, and if there's any still here, they will be going to show.
It's a contender run, so anything that's on our website listed as a contender run is fair game for shows. Champions are also fair game for shows. Designer workshops might go to shows if we've decided that we will not make them again. So that would just be the last few that we'd be selling at a show.
Unlike the F&J where
Where we sold all of them. It was still the last of them.
this is true.
And
They just
all of them
left.
sold.
Right, I've had a couple people ask about the shoulders on the new versus.
Yep.
They no longer move. They do move.
Oh, they're not articulated. So the original version of these shoulders had this. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
You could change out the shoulders for 2 different types, and the type that sort of sat on the outside of the sleeve only attached to the outside snaps, so it has like a pivot articulation.
Yeah, this one you've got. It's just.
You have 4 snaps,
Yeah,
so
so
it just
you-
sits right on top.
I mean, I guess you could unpivot, unsnap 2 of them and just flop them around a little.
Just put them out like that. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, technically the same.
Actually, probably slightly more accurate to Boba's actual armor plates, so they stick out kind of funny.
I'm disappointed you don't have the knee rocket.
The back rocket,
Yeah.
a little flamethrower on the side, all the things.
I mean, if this was modeled after some
Specific
character in some lore thing.
Yes.
Right. But,
Yeah, I think that is that pretty. Oh, there was one other change that I made to this, which is the collar. The original version had like a straight, short Mandarin style collar, and I added this little rise up and sort of point to match the same shape on the back of it, like the hem, so that it kind of does that on the top and the bottom. So that when you're wearing it without the hood, it still looks sort of connected.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was originally it wasn't tall. It was this one here. I'll show you on this one.
It's like
It was
Yeah.
it was this high all the way around. So I added this,
okay. I see what you mean. So this actually goes up, whereas on this one, it just goes straight around.
Right.
Gotcha.
which I felt initially I felt like that version of it, like the short version of it, was if you're wearing a motorcycle helmet, you have a short collar all the way around, like that moto jacket short collar.
Okay.
And then you put the helmet on over, and it sort of it just made sense from that perspective, but from a design perspective, it didn't feel like the jacket. It didn't feel like the collar matched the rest of the style when you weren't wearing all the extra bits.
Kind of fun though. Yeah, I mean, and it did have a little bit of.
It works.
They're all waxed. Yeah, these parts are waxed. No, actually.
They are on this color scheme, but on this one, it's not waxed.
Aha. Okay.
But it is underneath. This was just the color that was the right color. The only wax that we had was like bright yellow, like daffodil yellow.
Well, that'd be interesting. But this could be wax though, if somebody wanted.
Yeah, you could easily just get a tin of wax and put some wax on it.
X wax, which we sell.
Which we have, which also is good for care for a wax canvas jacket. Eventually, the wax will wear off or wear out of it, and you can just reapply. You've done it before.
I have done that. So if you've never owned a wax product before, be very careful taking it to a dry cleaner.
Yeah.
They usually use a heat treatment process of some sort, and it will strip the wax right out and completely change the color of it. And when you're doing video and you're like, hey, why is this not the same color today?
Because it has more wax and
Yeah, and then the person that has to do all the editing is like, I have to color correct everything now. And yeah, but yeah, so unfortunately, if you have wax, other than doing spot treatment yourself or spot cleaning yourself, it really shouldn't get dirty because everything should kind of just come off. I was going to say slough off.
the wrong word.
That's just
No, damp cloth and just wipe it down, and it'll be just fine.
yeah.
And the wax coating should last for like a solid 2 years before you have to reapply.
Yeah, I think I was told like every 3 or 4, or every like 3 seasons or of solid wear, like you'd have to like be wearing it every day, and a lot of movement in it because it's really going to come out in mainly the parts that you rub up against something or where you have a lot of movement, like at the elbows, or if for some reason you're doing the chicken dance a lot, it's in the shoulders, but otherwise it should be pretty fine.
Yeah, the chicken dance.
I was like, I don't know what else. What am I doing here? I don't know.
Like when you go to shows and you're like, how does it fit? And they're like, I don't know, I can't move. And you're like, do you do that a lot?
Just
You do that a lot?
okay. I'm not gonna do it.
No, I don't. Anyway, that's it, I think. Last questions, last thoughts? We're finally all together in the same room. We're gonna have a little birthday celebration because our birthday was last month, and we've been all over the place traveling and various things. So today we have a little birthday party. It'll be nice. But you've already enjoyed our birthday.
That's true. You guys have already reaped the benefits of that.
Yeah. Great. Thanks for joining me and Brian talking about the bounty hunter, which I still want to say other things for. Yeah. We'll see you guys next time.
All right.